Welcome back, listeners, to another enlightening episode of our special series in the Community Corner podcast, where we basically break down every single company in the S&P 500, its story, and things to take away. I'm Arnav.
And I'm Nikhil, and today we're going to be delving into the story of Eli Lilly and Company, a vanguard in the pharmaceutical industry.
In this episode, we'll kind of explore how Eli Lilly's journey from a modest beginning to becoming a global leader in pharmaceuticals known for its innovative medicines and contributions to healthcare.
That's right. Eli Lilly's story is a compelling narrative of scientific discovery, a commitment to research, and dedication to improving health outcomes. So without further ado, let's embark on this journey of innovation and care.
Just kind of starting out how it got into the venture, or how it started venturing into the world of pharmaceuticals. Eli Lilly was founded in 1876 in Indianapolis by Colonel Eli Lilly, a pharmaceutical chemist. And so initially the company was focused on producing high quality prescription drugs, which is basically a contrast to the unreliable remedies common at the time. Like back in the day in 1876, doctors would make people do the craziest things, like eat soap or snort crickets or whatever,
Yeah, and they didn't even wash their hands a lot of times is what I heard. So a lot of times people would get more sick by going to doctors and not realize it because they didn't wash their hands or because they didn't take those precautions.
Exactly. So there's a lot of unreliable remedies at the time. And so the main reason why Colonel Eli Lilly really wanted to start the company was to contrast these unreliable remedies and kind of pave a way for modern medicine.
Exactly. And there were some really big early innovations that helped kind of distinguish Eli Lilly from its competitors. It was one of the first companies to mass produce penicillin and the polio vaccine. So just think about how long that is ago, because we don't really worry about polio right now. But they also innovated in insulin production, and they significantly impacted diabetes treatment. And these were really just breakthroughs, not just for the company, but for medicine as a whole and all the millions of people suffering from all these different types of diseases.
100%. And kind of that focus on quality and innovation in essential medicines marked their growth. But how did it impact Eli Lilly's development?
Yeah, so these advancements really established Eli Lilly as a reliable and innovative name in the world of pharmaceuticals, right? They've expanded their reach and their reputation, and that commitment to research really led to continuous development of new and important medications. And I really think that their focus on products that had demand was also something that was great. I mentioned that they really did a lot of effort on that polio vaccine. You don't see them spending the same amount of money on that as they did 150 years ago, right? And that's just because that they spent a great deal of time focusing on what was needed in that market, which is just so vital for any business to succeed.
Yep, and it's not really the company, the company back then is not the company we know of today, right?
For sure.
It grew and evolved just like a lot of the other companies we've kind of went over so far. So just want to note on that real quick. Over the decades, right, Eli Lilly expanded its research areas, delving into treatments for cancer, mental health, and a lot more, right? And through strategic acquisitions and global expansion were key to their growth, which kind of allowed them to reach wider markets and basically diversify their research.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, like you said, those strategic decisions really helped shape their presence in that industry. And I think, those partnerships really allowed Eli Lilly to enhance their research capabilities and broaden its product portfolio. In investing heavily in R&D, they developed new drugs that addressed previously unmet medical needs, which really sustained their position as industry leaders.
But obviously, through this growth, challenges are always there. So kind of what challenges has Eli Lilly encountered in its expansion from the company in 1836 or whatever to what the company it is now?
Yeah, I think one of the main things here is just navigating a complex regulatory environment. So obviously with medicine, because we're dealing with humans with a lot of times their life on the line here, there is a ton of regulatory restrictions on what kinds of drugs you can have, how much of a dose you can give out, or how many of this sort of chemical or substance you can put in, et cetera, et cetera. And so that fierce competition in drug development with all these different rules against them, as well as ethical considerations, because again, there's humans on the line here. And in drug pricing and access were some of the challenges they faced as well.
And that's kind of like the challenges they went through. But let's talk about the future in healthcare for the company, right? And kind of the vision they had for it. So basically, Eli Lilly's vision is to continue being at the forefront of medical innovation, and they're focusing on developing therapies for complex conditions, personalized medicine, really leveraging technologies to advance drug discovery and patient care.
Exactly, for sure. And so Eli Lilly's story is just really one of enduring commitment, I think, to kind of improve health through innovation. So, are there kind of any final thoughts you want to add or no?
Yeah, I feel like their journey teaches the importance of steadfast dedication to research and ethical responsibility in healthcare. It's a story of how relentless pursuit of innovation can really lead to transformative healthcare solutions. And I think on that note, kind of wrapping up the episode today, thank you guys so much for tuning in, listening in, joining us next time. Join us next time for more compelling tales from the Community Corner podcast, where we bring the stories of innovation and impact to you. Until next time, peace.